Hello everyone. In last session we had done basics of combination. Now let us try in this session some illustrations. My first illustration is that there are 10 points in a plane. 4 out of them are concyclic and out of remaining 6, no 3 are collinear. Find the number of circles passing through at least 3 points. Now how do we start? Now there is a set where 4 concyclic points are there. There are another 6 points remaining outside. So what do? We just give them name. Now I am taking set A as that set of 4 points which are concyclic, and set B I write as set which consists of remaining 6 points. Now you can have circles in various ways, that you select all 3 points from those concyclic ones only, or you select 1 point from set A and 2 points from set B, and so on. Now understand one thing, apply your geometry knowledge, that for drawing a circle you need 3 points. So my emphasis would be all the time taking 3 points. Okay. So I take various cases. Now my first case is that I choose 3 points from set B, and set B has those 6 points which are none of them collinear. I mean no 3 are collinear type. So I realize that I can do it in 63 ways. So answer for that particular case is 20. Now my second case is I take 2 points from set B and 1 point from set A. So now it goes without saying fast. Yes, multiplication theorem you use and you get answer as here 6C2 into 4C1. So answer would be 60. Now what would be third case? Now I think you can write on your own also. 1 point from set B and 2 points from set A now. Correct? Now that would be done in 6C1 into 4C2. So answer for that is 36. And what is now remaining case? That you take, yes, all points from set A only and no point from set B. So if you are choosing all 3 points from those 4 concyclic points, so obviously any 3 points, whatever you choose, you are going to get same circle throughout. So answer there would be 1. So my situation tells me now that I may be in position to apply, yes, which one? Which principle? Addition principle. But for addition principle, one requirement was there. When we used for A and B two sets, we said A intersection B is 5. So obviously in this case, we will have to see whether all cases are mutually exclusive or not. Exclusive means nothing common. And also they have to be exhaustive, because their union will give you all possibilities, correct? So all cases are mutually exclusive and exhaustive, and hence I am in position to apply addition principle. So my final answer would be sum of all these numbers, 20 plus, yes, 60 plus 36 plus 1, and answer would be 117. So 117 such circles can be obtained, right? So let us move to the next illustration. And next illustration is, wording is important. In how many ways 9 distinct objects can be distributed in 3 groups? So question is regarding group. So I think we will have to name those groups if required, right? For our convenience, we are naming them as A, B and C. And what happens now? We have to give, say, 3 objects to group A out of 9 objects. In how many ways you can do it? 9C3. You just select 3 and give it to A, right? So it can be done in 9C3 ways. Now, similarly, you can say that now I have to select 3 objects for group B. So how many objects are left out now? 6. So 6C3 ways you can select 3 objects which are to be given to group B, right? Now remaining 3 objects only, and all 3 must go to group C. So that can be done in 3C3 or it can be done in one way only, right? So we say initially that I can use multiplication principle and my required number seems to be 9C3 into 6C3 into 3C3. And I have written there word apparently. Apparently I am saying, initially in your thoughts, you may think that, okay, I need to multiply now all of them. But the thing is, rethink. Am I taking repetitive cases? Yes, we are taking repetitive cases because each grouping is counted 3 factorial times. Now, how do we do it? My answer is not 9C3 into 6C3 into 3C3. That is actually number of ordered grouping, I should say. That is number of ordered grouping. Nowhere in question says ordered. It is just 3 groups. Whether you call them A, B, C or you call them A, B, C, order is not required. So we will have to reconsider rather our final answer. And I understand one situation. Suppose A1, A2, A3 at one place, A4, A5, A6 at one place and A7, A8, A9 at one place. I have grouped them into 3, right? 9 elements. Now I can also write few more such groups and realize this, that I'm just changing order of groups. Not elements I'm saying. Elements you have kept inside. No ordering there, only selection. True. But are we ordering groups? Yes, we order group when we take 9C3 into 6C3 into 3C3. Something like this. So what is happening? Actually, it was just you were supposed to give in 3 groups. No ordering was required. That means every time you are taking those case number 2nd to case number 6th, which is actually same as one, as a separate one or different one, which is not required. So we will have to rethink our, rather reconstruct our solution, and we should write our final answer as 9C3 into 6C3 into 3C3 upon 3 factorial because of repetitions. An answer should be finally 9 factorial upon 3 factorial raised to 4. This after simplification I am saying. Now here I end my session. When we come next, again we will come something with new. Hope you have liked the video. If you want to subscribe, click on this side. And if you want to place order for the book, click on this side. Thank you.